Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Sema particular KE.
Hello fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's yet another episode of Mark Particular KE, and today I'll be talking about some of the things that irritated me, or some of the things that can actually can point out that I remember clearly about my primary school life. Some of them irritated me, and I'm sure some of you are actually going to relate with them, and some of you who actually went to group of schools are probably not going to have any idea of what I'll be talking about. So before I continue, please make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you've been watching my videos, thank you so much for the continued support. Please continue sharing, keep liking and commenting. Thank you so much for the feedback. So the first thing that I actually remember about my primary school life, the first thing that I actually hated about my primary school life was the fact that I used to wake up so early. At times I used to go there early so that I'm the first one, not because I want to go and study, but because I want to be the first one. That sense of competition, and that when you arrived early, you felt like I didn't used to live so far away from my home. The school was not so far away from my home, so it was not so hard for me to do that. So I could even wake up at around 4 o'clock so that I leave home at around 5:30 so that I could arrive in school before most people, or maybe the first person in my class. And I also wanted to meet my friend. My best friend used to go pretty early, so I also wanted to meet up with him on the way. Now the second point is being placed in between two ladies. It was really irritating, and even other boys could laugh at you. They will laugh at you because you've been sandwiched in between two ladies. For me, the worst thing was to be placed in between ladies that you didn't like. Yeah, I still had a time back in primary school. So being placed in between two ladies that you didn't necessarily like, or you thought, back then you never knew whether that was a type or what that was. You were just, you didn't know, but there were ladies who you would, personally there were ladies I would feel totally comfortable in between, although I would pretend that they were not really, I would pretend like I didn't like it, for the sake of keeping up with the niggas, the other boys, with your friends, so that you can show them that you're in solidarity with them. But at times, whenever you were put in between, later on I came to realize that I liked the other ladies, some ladies, particular ladies, because I had a crush on them. But at that particular time I didn't know what a crush was. I think some of us personally had a slow, I don't know what to call it, but sikuchanuka mapema. Yeah, like most kids of 2000 something, by the time they are 10 years old, they know everything because they have internet and everything. For us back then, we didn't have that much exposure, so by that time, bado, you were feeling, ulikuwa feel like it's weird. You felt like it was weird to be placed in between ladies. They used to do that. They thought that was the best thing to do for you, for minimizing the noise made in class. Yeah, that was another thing that irritated me back then. But for me, it irritated me when I was placed in between two ladies that I didn't like, or who had weird habits. There were some who had weird habits. Yeah. Come to think of it, there are some who are married right now. Yeah. So yeah, let's go to the third point. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys experienced this, but in my primary school there was this habit of writing the couples. But the newsroom or the news corner was in the urinals or in the toilets or latrines or whatever you want to call them. That's where you will find all the news. So it so happens that there was someone who wasn't wishing me the best, and they liked writing a lot about me and some other lady and some chicks, some girls. I should refer to them as girls because they were still young. So yeah, there was someone who had a habit of writing my name on urinals, you know. So okay, there's this time when we were told to write. Everyone had to write who was dating who in that class, and we were like really threatened to be beaten or the parents to go to school. You know, at that young age, no one wants the parent to school because they are dating. They're supposedly dating. So yeah, I had my name. I don't know. I had my name written severally, and wow, man, I was too scared. I didn't know what to do, man. Like, that was, I think, one of the worst experiences. It was like traumatic for me. Like, yo, you don't know who's writing your name, or maybe someone just hates you and they just decide to write your name. But I can't even remember whose name I wrote. I don't know. For real. I don't know whether I even wrote someone's name, because it was like a secret ballot. Because they will just come and pick the papers that you had actually written. But the good thing is that nothing happened. They just took the papers. I don't know whether they read them, but then we were later cancelled and told that was really wrong. There was this time that people used to write my name on the urinals and saying that I loved some particular girl. Okay, I actually loved. Okay, they were a bit wrong because I liked the friend to this girl they were talking about. So if you actually know who I'm talking about and you knew me from my childhood, don't write the name on the comment section, just write the initials. I don't know where she is right now. I don't know whether she's married or whatever. Yeah, for the sake of privacy and everything, don't write her name, don't write her full name, just write the initials. If you actually know or have an idea of who I'm talking about, just write the initials in the comment section below. Yeah, I think that's it. So there was this time, okay, primary school has a lot of peer pressure, but not the peer pressure that we have right now. But during my there was this early morning okay, one of them just came to me and asked me whether I could beat this other girl. Like, aliniuliza utawezana, like, not really utawezana, unaweza ule dem, like her name, let's just call her Mary. Unaweza piga Mary, can you beat Mary, you know, just to show your strength. And I was like, yeah, I can beat her. So the other lady, news went circulated, and it reached that girl, and she was like, you know, she came at me and asked, utaniweza, how can you even beat me? You know, I was much smaller during that time. This lady told me that we were to close together, you know, tutafunga pamoja. We were like to have that match or that fight when we were closing school. So I don't know what happened again. The rumor went circulated, and the teacher got informed about that, and just because that was to happen, we were both beaten, we were both gained thoroughly, because we were planning on having a fight or wrestling, you know. Those are some of the craziest things that used to happen back in primary school. Okay, there's this other incidents. I don't know. There was this particular thing that I actually liked. You know, there were times you would have fights, not really the fights, the physical, you know, the normal fighting. You know, maybe you fight with a classmate, you fight with your best friend, you fight with your desk mate, you know, whoever you sit with, and people will try to like mediate and solve issues for you people, for you guys. So I really liked, you know, the back and forth, you know, trying to match you guys, you know, you actually want to do it, but because you actually feel so good, you know, when people are actually trying to connect you people, it was super interesting. I found it quite interesting, you know, because you guys like there was this time that this particular chick, I liked her, but yeah, there was this time I don't know what I did. I messed up and yeah, we were in primary school, but I messed up and this chick was angry at me. I didn't know the reason as to why she was angry at me, but either way I was still apologizing. Like I really liked her, and I'm sure so many people who knew me back then, maybe in primary school, probably know this who I'm talking about. But yeah, you might as well be wrong, but yeah, she used to give me quite some trouble, and I think that's why I liked her, because she was pretty much hard to get. I used to really try things to I used to try doing things that would make her happy, and she wouldn't see what I was doing, the efforts that I was making. I don't know, I just, yeah, I think that's what most of you call it, first love or first crush or whatever. But she was one of those kinds of girls who, even in as much as you were trying your best, she would like hardly even pay attention to you. But she had very nice eyes. If you actually see this, and you know, if she actually gets to see this, well, yeah, back then she had nice eyes. I thought she had nice eyes, and she had a good personality. She had a nice voice and everything. I'm not in love. yeah, I moved on past. It was just a crush, so basically that's something that's in the past, just to clear things up for the people who came afterwards. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's a lot to talk about the primary school life. Yeah, I think that I'll just cut it short. I'll stop at that, so that I can't make this video to be so long. Yeah, and maybe probably end up boring some of the people who went to group of schools who... Yeah, I think that's it for my video. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like the video, and you've not yet subscribed, please like the video. If you liked the video and you're already a subscriber, keep sharing it. And yeah, give me the feedback. I always appreciate the feedback that most of you give to me. You can actually just comment it under this video instead of coming to my inbox to give me the feedback. But yeah, I do appreciate it a lot, on a serious note. I think that's it for my video today. Until next time, bye bye, kwaheri.